Amy Burnham. Please come forward and state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Amy Burnham, 5207 Abbott Circle, Hay Howard, Georgia. I'm speaking on behalf of animal welfare tonight. But first, I would like to thank everyone on the panel for the vital work you do for Lowndes County. I know it can be a thankless job, and hearing a lot of citizens, your efforts are applauded, and we do appreciate you. But there's so much about our county to be proud of. As a teacher in the Lowndes County system, I see that pride every day. In education, we understand that to remain effective in a changing world, we have to constantly adapt, modernize our strategies, and strive to improve. I'm here tonight because our local animal welfare ordinances are facing that same need for modernization. We must update our county laws to protect the vulnerable, secure our neighborhoods, and prevent avoidable problems. And
Maybe if you'll stay about 6 inches from that mic, I can make it sound better.
Okay, I'm sorry. And prevent avoidable problems. I know you often see the same faces speaking up for animals, but please do not equate that with the notion that only a few people care. I challenge anyone here to look at local social media pages for just 1 week. You will be overwhelmed by the number of citizens begging for help. These are your constituents, your exhausted, heartbroken taxpayers trying to find safety and resolution for stray and neglected animals. Because our current ordinances lack substance, an emotional and financial burden has been dumped on private citizens and underfunded local rescues. These rescuers are working around the clock trying to patch a hole in a sinking ship. They do not have the tax-funded infrastructure of a county shelter. It is unsustainable and it is preventable. Citizens are very appreciative that you are allotting money for the shelter. However, let's be mindful to not put all of our money into brick and mortar, but in common sense approaches such as prevention and collaboration. Private citizens, as well as our hardworking Humane Society, our hardworking shelter staff, we need to be able to catch a break, our breath. They are constantly working at full capacity. The fact of the matter is, the number of homeless animals is rapidly increasing, and if we don't try something different, we will continue to fail our town and the animals that depend on us. We cannot just adopt our way out of this crisis. There will never be enough adopters for the number of animals in need. So our community would benefit from an ordinance focusing on 4 pillars. Number 1, prioritizing prevention, shifting from a reactive system to a preventative one, saves tax dollars by reducing the number of animals entering our shelter in the first place. One doesn't have to be an animal lover to see that this is a smart fiscal policy for the county. Mandatory spay and neuter ordinances. Allowing unaltered pets to roam and breed out of control causes public safety concern and contributes to our crisis. No tethering or chaining of dogs. Research shows, aside from the cruelty, this makes them territorial and aggressive, and it's a public safety hazard. And lastly, accountability and consequences. We must have clear, enforceable consequences for animal neglect and cruelty. Sadly, this is almost non-existent in our county. And I know this to be true because I personally work with TNR, with my group, and we have seen cases of torture. We've seen complaints of antifreeze sitting on sidewalks where they're poisoning. We've called for help everywhere we can think of. And they're just allowed to do it because no one really helps with cats. So I think every animal deserves that protection to not be tortured. And an ordinance without enforcement is nothing more than a suggestion. We can write the most beautiful laws on paper, but if animal control is not empowered or required to enforce them, nothing changes. We are sending a message to neglectful owners that in this county, your cruelty is permissible. This is not just a partisan issue, it's a community issue. Our current system is relying on the desperation of private citizens to fix a public problem. We are asking tonight to draft stronger ordinances that prioritize prevention and commit to strict enforcement. Since I have few seconds left, I would like to say that the TNR program that we work with is trap, neuter, and return. And my group has done over 1,000 cats in the last 9 years. And one unaltered cat can produce 2 million descendants in 8 years. So the work we've done in 9 years, just imagine if you do the math of the difference we could make if we all work together.